Today we're building a propane powered plasma blaster
that fires ping pong balls and Nerf darts. So here's how a plasma popper works. You get you a length of 3/4 inch diameter vinyl tubing, a propane torch,
a couple of 1/2 inch pieces of PVC,
and a 2-liter bottle.
That you have not melted, hopefully.
Don't shut up. It's fine. With this particular propane torch, we found that 1/2 inch PVC fits over it almost perfectly. You have to heat up the end just a little bit, which we've already done, and it slides over it just right. Then
you have to bevel the end of your PVC so it'll slide on your vinyl tubing.
That helps it go over easier because the vinyl tubing is pretty tight, but you can stretch it on there, one on both sides, and the PVC acts like a coupler. And then the 1/2 inch PVC also slides perfectly into a 2-liter bottle.
All right.
So then, let's turn the lights off, because this looks way cooler in the dark.
Way cooler.
Okay, actually we need to drill a hole in the back first, we forgot about that. With a hole now cut in the bottle, we'll tape the bottle to the plastic, just like that. And then, holding down the trigger just enough so that it starts releasing gas, but not sparking yet. Hold open for a few seconds. I think we might need to turn the lights down a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, that was dope.
I like that. That's fun. I like
So
that.
the flame goes out, travels down the tube, and then explodes out the bottle. So that's the basic one.
Let's get exciting.
Go bigger. The core of this idea is to use this clear 4-inch PVC pipe. I mean, look at this. It's actual clear PVC. I don't know if it's made of acrylic or what, but it's dope. But if we use PVC, that means we can use all kinds of PVC fittings, including 1.5 inch PVC pipe, which perfectly fits ping pong balls.
This, however, is ABS. These black pieces, you have to have a special kind of glue to bond the ABS to the PVC. The idea here is that you're going to want some fittings that are going to bring one side down to 1.5 inches, and we're going to use that, boom, to create our barrel.
And we're going to use threaded, which means technically we can have different sized barrels.
Ooh, and we can shoot different things like Nerf darts. On the other end, however, you're going to want to bring this down to 3/4. And so it doesn't really matter what fittings you're going to use here. We do want, however, 3/4 female thread.
Because that goes right onto the vinyl tubing.
Thread it right in, it holds nice and tight. It's beautiful.
You will also need some pipe clamps for attaching this to the stock, which we will make out of some plywood.
Okay.
So, like we said, we're just going to take some pipe clamps and stick those over the combustion chamber, and then feed it through the slots we've cut in the stock, and just tighten it down.
I'm way satisfied with probably.
That. Oh, that's pretty cool. And you can look right through it. Sweet. That looks really cool. The torch is gonna go right there, like we planned. And I'm thinking we can attach it using pipe clamps. And then some zip ties, hold it down the rest of the way. And voila. Oh, that is nice. Look at that.
Woo! I like that.
That looks so much cooler. It also looks better from this side. Haha! Okay. Let's start winding the tubing.
It's a little easier if you use a heat gun to warm up the end of your tube. Now we'll see if I can wind it through here without this thing becoming a complicated mess.
Oh, that's beautiful! That is so beautiful.
Okay.
Oh, now, and we can actually fire it. All right, give it a try. I think it was 10 seconds.
Yes.
Oh, that's amazing.
That felt so good.
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi.
Why is it always about Mississippi?
6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi. Woohoo! That's so good.
Yeah, it was. That was so good.
That was awesome.
That was so good. My hair blew all over the place.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that blast!
Oh, that's dope. 10.
Nice.
There it goes. Whoa, that was a woof.
It shook the phone. That was amazing.
We were testing the Nerf dart firing barrel attachment we made, and Jerem was gonna shoot it off camera just because he was testing how much fuel to put in it. And I said, let me turn the camera on real quick just in case something hilarious happens. Like that.
That was a combination of hilarious and scary. Like, we have no idea where that thing ended up.
Well, I found something it hit.
Oh no! That's so sad.
So it hit that, and then hit what?
Ricocheted off that way.
There it is.
Wow.
It's in one piece.
It sure is.
We added a barrel that necks it down a bit more.
Correct.
Right? So the aperture, the exit is smaller than it was when we were firing it without a barrel attachment, which means more pressure builds up. And that's what caused that.
So, how about this? I try 8 seconds, but without this nozzle. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi.
Yeah, I was right. That was very loud.
Why don't we try 6? That was even better!
So we've been way over fueling this.
Wow!
We did neck it down, but we knew that going from 4-inch to 1/2 inch was way too much and it would just explode. So we did a weird thing here where we necked it down to a 1.5. That's right.
1.5.
1.5 inch, and then we use set screws to hold 1/2 inch inside the 1.5. But if I zoom in, you can see that it's open inside the 1.5 inch, so air can go through over the 1.5 inch and through the 1/2 inch.
For these Nerf darts, you just put a little electrical tape on the outside and it seals that really well. Then you just grab a ramrod and you push it through. Now we have, at the end of this barrel, drilled a hole and put a wire through it so we can't push the Nerf dart back into the chamber. Let's try 4 seconds.
All right, whenever you're ready.
2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi.
It happened again!
Wow!
Why is this so dangerous? That was in slow-mo this time.
That was only 4 seconds!
This doesn't make any sense. We just realized we dented the fridge. Okay, so for these next shots, we've hung a tarp in the back that'll hopefully catch the back cap as it goes hurtling off.
And I'm gonna wear this.
Okay, so this time we're gonna go for like 15 seconds.
To show the
something
mixture.
We know is definitely an over-rich mixture. So hopefully that won't combust as quickly and it'll not explode.
13 Mississippi, 14 Mississippi, 15 Mississippi. That wasn't nearly as powerful. Yeah, it really is.
Oh yeah, it didn't go flying.
No, it's just the right mixture.
Okay, yeah.
That's so wild.
We were right. All right. Okay. Cool.
Dude, it's more dangerous at 4 seconds than at 15.
That's crazy.
What?
That makes sense though.
Wow.
It's all about the ratio of fuel to air.
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi.
Every time.
That's amazing.
Every single time. Good grief.
Oh, I think we might just be wearing out the fittings.
Yeah, that's probably true. Okay, let's be done with Nerf darts. So unscrew that barrel. And let's construct real quick our ping pong firing barrel, which I basically already constructed. It's just the screw fitting attached to a T, attached to a short length of 1.5 inch as a barrel, with another short length as a magazine and a cap, which will go over that. Now, since we have a magazine here, we'll load that with ping pong balls. And we do have a small problem, which is that when we load ping pong balls into the magazine, they kind of tend to just roll on out. We don't want them rolling backwards into the chamber or out the barrel, so I've drilled a hole back here, which we're gonna stick a wire through, just like so. And that prevents them from rolling backwards into the chamber. But they can still roll down the barrel. So I came up with the idea of taking the back end of a Nerf dart, which is foam and flexible, and sticking it short way in. It sticks out enough that without being fired, the ping pong balls don't roll out, but as soon as there's pressure behind them, it pushes the foam out of the way and out the barrel they go. So I'll just tape this dart right there. Okay, then this we can just screw right on the front. And we should be good to go. 14 Mississippi, 15 Mississippi, 16 Mississippi, That should be super rich, so it shouldn't explode too much. In 3, 2, 1. It doesn't matter what we do.
I know, it's just all over the place.
But it did fire a ping pong ball.
It sure did.
So that worked.
Okay, where'd it go?
Oh my gosh, look.
Yeah, look at that thing.
That is amazing. It's destroyed.
Yeah, it is.
Wow, that's a lot of power.
Holy cow.
I'm gonna fire it again to see if my semi-automatic magazine works. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Holy crap, that was so much more powerful.
Wow.
But the magazine did work.
It did. And look, there's our ping pong ball.
We started this off thinking y'all could build this, and y'all should build this, but now it seems way too dangerous. We ended up going for a 4-inch diameter combustion chamber, and that was the mistake, because a buddy of mine, Garrett from G-Tech Industries, he built one using 3-inch diameter PVC pipe, and that worked fine, and we didn't have this issue of way too much power. But 4 inches is so much volume of fuel necked down, it's just too much fuel. So it's overpressurizing it. But if you use 3-inch instead of 4-inch, I'm like 95% sure it would work without blowing itself apart every time. You know what we should have done?
A lot of things, but what are you thinking?
I just realized we should have glued the back on and left the front unglued. That way, it would fire forward if it overpressurized.
It's pretty smart.
Yeah, that would have been real smart.
It's gotten a little more dangerous.
So before we end the video, I just want to do one more thing.
Double chamber on this thing.
I have no idea what's going to happen. It might explode. We need to know. We need to find answers. That's what science is about. 14, 15, 16, 17.
Wow!
Oh, that was amazing!
I love that.
What did that look like? I have to know.
That looked great. Let's look at footage.
Ooh, that's amazing.
I like that.
Okay. I want to turn the
Look
lights.
at your face. That's perfect.
That's dope. That did it. Oh my
I mean, that thing
God.
was so loaded with propane.
That was ridiculous.
I can't believe that didn't. Wow. Dude, that was the biggest one for sure. So this ended up being ridiculously fun, but kind of exceptionally dangerous.
If you try this at home, be very, very, very careful and don't use 4-inch pipe. Use 3-inch pipe, a lot less volume, a lot less bad stuff could happen.
And maybe don't try it. That's an option.
Maybe don't. That's all. Yeah. Probably smart.
So remember, like, comment, subscribe. Let the random happen. Boys never change. Here's the materials. See how easy that was?
We can't use that.
So the idea here is that you're going to want some fittings that will bring it.
You always like hammering while I'm talking. What? Jeez. Wow. Okay. Is it on there? Oh my word. Shut up.
We got to make sure that camera doesn't turn off. You. Stay on. Safety glasses and a face shield.
Just for style points.
Okay.